up, guys? Welcome back to our channel.
So a lot of people have been requesting for us to do what is it? The parents' reaction.
Alright, guys, so where it all started was because I had told her to take a test because she was having mood swings. And like
Throwing
she
up
wasn't,
a lot.
yeah, she wasn't herself. And then,
But I didn't think nothing of it because during that time there was like a lot of people throwing up, so I thought that I just got the virus. And then my sister-in-law was the one that asked me, "Are you sure you're not pregnant?" And a lot of people kept asking me. So my story was that say hi. Anyways, my story was that I asked my mom to get me a test, but I lied to her and I said that it was for my friend, which I thought it would come out negative and everything would be fine. And then I took the test. I'll probably talk about that later. And obviously it came out positive. And then that same day, my sister-in-law was gonna have my nephew Jacob. Well, she went to the hospital and it was a false alarm. So on our way back from the hospital, we stopped. We got to my house and we were in the drive-thru. Oh, that's good. So when we got to my house, we stopped in the drive-thru. And then I turned around and I told my mom, I need to tell you something. And I just started crying and crying. And then, she just asked me, what's wrong? Like, why are you crying? And I turned around and looked at her and she right away assumed that test was for me. And she said, that test was for you, huh? And I was like, yes, like, that test was for me and it came out positive. And she just didn't believe me and she no, you're not pregnant, like that's not true. And I was like, no mom, like it's true. And she was just like she was just more disappointed and she just kept asking me because my grandma's a twin, so I can have twins. And she kept asking me like, what are we gonna do if you have the twins? And I was like, I don't know mom, like maybe I won't have the twins. And after that, we just went back inside and she just told me like, I don't want to talk right now. And she went into her room and she locked the door, which she doesn't usually do. And I'm pretty sure she was crying. Just the next day, she just said, well, it's okay. We just need to move on. We can't do nothing about it. And yeah, that was pretty much it. And she was just disappointed. And well, the same things, my older brother, he just said like, well, we'll get over it and there's nothing we can do. But my middle brother,
he's drooling on me.
Tony.
Sorry, that's
Anyways,
nasty.
but my middle brother, he was mad. He was like, "What? You're so stupid," and all this stuff. And yeah, from there on, it went to telling more of my family. Yeah, that's my story. So, anyways, when I told my mom, I told her that it was a pregnancy test from Dollar Tree, so maybe it wasn't accurate. So if you take a pregnancy test from Dollar Tree, it is accurate. And she took me and Tony to a teen clinic or something like that. And then their results are accurate, like 100%. And yeah, they came out positive. So from there, that's when Tony went and told his mom. So now you can start your story.
So yeah, when we went to go get the test, when we got the results, she told me like, well yeah, that I had to tell my mom, and I didn't know how to tell her. I was just like playing scenarios in my head, and well obviously I knew she wasn't gonna be happy about it. So when I got home, So before I got home, I texted her and I said that I had to tell her something. And then she was like, okay, about what? And then I was like, just something. And she's like, is it bad? And I was like, Yeah. And then she was like, uh, I don't remember exactly what she said, but it's like Pinchy Tony or something, or I Tony. And then she was like, she was like, well, I got when it was time for me to come home, I came home, and it's like they're all sitting right there on the couch. And then once I walked in, I was like my stepdad and my mom.
Oh, not your sisters?
Well, yeah, they were, but then she told them to go.
Oh, okay.
And then I came home and I saw them sitting on the couch and I was like, fuck. And I was like, I'm gonna go get a water real quick before I tell them. So I went and go get a water. And she's like, well, what do you need to tell me? I was like, hang on, let me get a water. And then she was like, while we're waiting, Tony. And I was like, she's like, what's it about? I was like, something. I said something. And then she was like, say it, Tony. And I'm like, well, she's like, just say it. And I was like, and she's like, Daisy's pregnant, huh? And I was like, yeah. And then, well, yeah, she just started crying and stuff. And then, well, yeah, she was crying and stuff. And then, well, yeah, she was more disappointed and like sad that I had to well, yeah, be so young or whatever. Like, we had to be so young. So, yeah, it was kind of the same. But, like, she was pregnant at the time, so her emotions were more, like, bad. And then, yeah, so, well, that's what happened with me. And then, well, my stepdad, he got mad because, like, how I made my mom feel or whatever. And yeah, so that was my parents' reaction.
So a lot of you guys have been asking me what it's like to be a
What are you doing?
mom or a teen mom. So I was pregnant with Aiden when I was 17. And then he was born in June, and then I turned 18 a month after. So obviously it wasn't easy because I was still in high school, I just graduated. So it wasn't easy because I would work in the morning. Well, I had 0 period, and then I would work, and then I would go to school, as many of you know. And then, well, yeah, I would have to wake up at 5 in the morning to take, because my sister-in-law would take care of Aiden at the beginning, like first semester. So, sorry. So she would take care of him, so I would have to wake up at 5 in the morning, get ready, be ready by 6:30, leave the house around 6:30, and then I would have to drive all the way to the east side, which you know how traffic is around that time. So by the time I would leave Aiden and be there, it would be around 7. So I have to rush back I went to Del Valle High School, so I would rush back to Del Valle to get there at 7:30 because that's when 0 period started. So I would always be rushing. Then after 0 period, I would go to work, and then from work I would go to my classes. And then after my classes, that's when I would go home to Aiden, which I would only get a little bit of hours with him. Yeah, kind of. And then, well, yeah, it was hard to do all that while taking care of my son. But yeah, it was hard to because I would always try to put Aiden first before school, which is you're not supposed to do, or I don't know, but then I would save my absences for when Aiden was sick. So it was hard to miss school when he was sick because then I would miss my work and all that and money. And then second semester came and he went to daycare. So he would get more sick because obviously it's daycare. So I would have to be missing school more because he would be getting sick. And yeah, I would have to stay up late doing my homework. And yeah. And then my pregnancy, I'll probably make another video talking about my pregnancy and like my labor story and all that. Yeah. different video with her.
You do? Where?
Okay.
Hi, Aiden. 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 Tony, where are we?
Target.
It's already gonna be 10.
Can you give me the shake,
Yes.
please?
No.
She just be looking out here in the store, man. Let's check the time. 10. It's time to go.
No.
My phone's gonna die. Sheesh. Hayden's asleep. Let's go. Are you done looking?
No.
Alright, I'll catch you guys later, man. That's the end of our video. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you want us to do for our next video.
And me and my honey boo boo will get you some more videos. Ready? Oh, you need to look. What's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel.
Aiden got in your face.